Good evening, brothers and sisters. I'm standing here outside the Chungchim Theological Seminary at Chungpyeong in Korea, where we've just spent the last 2 days in the Constitutional Congress, the discussion of the Constitution for Cheonilguk. This afternoon we had the opportunity to take lunch with True Mother, and it was a delightful experience. She told us how much she loved us and appreciated us, but she also emphasized how important it is to create a constitution, a system of rules and self-governance that come into effect while she's still with us on earth. And although none of us want to think of the day when True Mother will join Father in heaven, it's certainly important for our future that we consider some of the main issues that will lead our church in the next 5 to 10 years. We had about 50 people here. The seminar was led by Dr. Peter Kim and Dr. Chung-Chik Yang, both of whom you know very well, as co-chairman, together with Dr. Kim Jun-chun from the Chungchim Theological Seminary. The first day we had a reading throughout the entire Constitution. Altogether, there's 82 articles in 11 chapters. And as you might expect, it begins with the discussion of the central role of God in human society. Just like the traditions of ancient Israel, where God was at the center, in Cheonilguk, our Heavenly Parent will be the center of all human life, represented by the true parents as the unique embodiment of God. Of course, there are many challenges. We don't have a physical Cheonilguk now. We don't have a nation that God can govern. And even to govern our own church is no easy matter. But nevertheless, it's time to start thinking about what kind of society we would like to live in. So the first 2 chapters of the Constitution deal with the relationship between God, the Heavenly Parent, the true parents, and all of us as citizens of Cheonilguk, while making provision for members of other faiths and other religions who, in this interim time as we build heaven on the earth, have yet to come to understand true parents. The remaining chapters look at some of the institutions of a future Cheonilguk nation, which, as you might expect, include a National Assembly, a constitutional court, and institutions to deal with finance and the media, and also, perhaps most importantly of all, the concept of a council or even a supreme council that will lead us in the future after true parents transition to the spirit world. Of course, all of the main details, such as who would be in such a council, how its members will be appointed, how a system of checks and balances will be created, all of this represents work that is still to be done. One of the most exciting things of this conference was that most of the time was devoted to question and answer and really vigorous give and take. We had leaders here from each of our continental and regional presidents. We also had America, Korea, Japan, Australia, several African nations, Europe as well. So we really had a diverse group of some of our finest and best minds thinking about this crucial issue.
It was a wonderful experience to be here at the symposium in Korea. I was so grateful to be invited and to be able to take part in some of the very rich discussion. It felt like a very historic event where people were working together, coming from a lot of different points of view, trying to resolve how the Cheonilguk Constitution could be polished and made something that would be of value and to be able to present to our mother.
Coming from Europe and Germany, I have to say I was a bit skeptical in the beginning whether we would engage in real give and take. But I could see that our contributions were valued and they took consideration about what was said. So I appreciated it, and I think it will produce some good outcome, the give and take.
Hello, good afternoon to all our American friends. Greetings from Nepal. Actually, we are now in Korea. And we had a wonderful meeting with our True Mother and leaders representing more than 20 nations come together, and I had the privilege to present Nepal's presidential report, and Mother was so inspired. Time has come for all of us, all the families of the world, the unificationists come together to establish one family under God. Let's work together. Thank you.
As a member of the National Council, as well as a young unificationist, very invested in the future of our movement, I was very inspired to hear the different perspectives from leaders all over the world and to see that we're all really united by heart to do our best to actualize true parents and Heavenly Father's vision and love for us.
Okay, as an African, I truly appreciated this conference because it's the beginning of making the Heavenly Constitution. This gives us hope because now we can see we are nearer the Shonen book in substance because we are making some of the instruments for governance in Shonen book.
I'm extremely grateful for people who invited me there, and I think like everybody can make an input, whatever age, gender or race we are, and I truly invite everybody to feel a part of the process of creating a new constitution of the church.
I was really impressed with the amount of work that had been done by the committee in getting ready for our group, and also by the openness to a variety of suggestions and to people's sense of freedom in speaking and giving all the opinions that they wanted to. I really felt that I could say what I wanted to say coming here, and so I'm leaving with a very satisfied feeling.
Having lived more than 30 years in South Asia, we are really inspired by what is happening globally. We were here at this Chongqing Theological Institution here, established by our true parents, and we had a really wonderful give and take centering on the Constitution. Our ideas were listened to, valued, and even acted upon. They were presented, some of them even to True Mother. So we're so excited about what is happening now. Let's go forward with a new heart and new spirit. Vision 2020.
I think all of us felt quite inadequate, that our questions were not penetrating enough, and of course we need more time to think about this most important issue. But I think it was a very good beginning. And as I said, meeting true parents, meeting Mother, and hearing her affirm how important this topic was extremely empowering for me. In the weeks ahead, I expect to write a report about this Congress. I hope to share some of the key points with you and seek your input into this very challenging but yet inspiring task of thinking about the kind of kingdom that we're trying to build and the world that we want to live in. But from now, signing off from Korea, thank you so much for your prayers. God bless you.